Yo.
Alright, Louie.
What's up, man?
Getting that interview going on?
Yeah.
Alright, so before I was asking you a question about Melo and whether you think that he should have stayed in New York, and you told me that he should have. You know, he's born in New York. You know, he's from Brooklyn, so being at home is probably a really good thing for him. But for his legacy, if he doesn't win a championship, do you still think Melo should be an All-Star?
Yes, of course.
What are your reasons why? What makes you think that?
Like scoring wise, he's one of the smoothest scorers in the game, man. Like
Yeah.
he can shoot threes, he can back you down, take you to the basket. His only weakness is like making people better around him.
But see, I hate when people say that about Melo, because before I used to give Melo a lot of shit about not making people better and blah blah blah. At the end of the day, that's never been Melo's game.
I know.
People need to accept
But
him.
I'm just saying, like you can always add key things to your game. You can't categorize yourself as this type of player. Like you can always get better.
That's true too, but you know, all the greats literally had something that they were really truly good at.
Yeah.
And Carmelo Anthony is definitely one of the best scorers in the NBA. I actually think he's a better scorer than Kevin Durant. And a lot of people, you know, give me a lot of shit when I say that.
Yeah.
But the thing about Melo is when he actually gets in the paint,
He's unstoppable.
you can't stop him. And Durant, that's not his game at all. When I was watching last year and seeing Chris Paul guard Kevin Durant,
Yeah.
that proved it for me.
Yeah.
Because if they would have put Chris Paul on Carmelo Anthony,
Oh my God.
Melo would have destroyed him.
Obliterated him.
Okay. So, all right, so we're going to switch up topics real quick. What is your thought process on the rap game right now? You know, I know you're an artist. You know, some people would try to categorize you as a rapper, but you know, you're way more than that. You know,
Yeah.
you rap, you sing, you write your own music. So you know,
Yeah.
I'm more or less like to call you an artist. Like I don't want
That's
to
how I
pigeonhole
feel
you.
too. Like
So
I'm always-
from an artist perspective, what is your thought process on the game? You see people like Young Thug and Bobby Shmurda, people that really aren't lyrically saying anything, but people are really vibing with their music, and you're an artist that puts a lot of time and effort into your craft and really want to put out good music. Like, what is your thoughts on that? Like, what do you think about that?
I feel like it's room for all of that. I just feel like people need to get back to the music as far as the lyrics and the thought process. I feel like those songs are cool. It's just like everything else. Like when we was around like 2004 when we had like Laffy Taffy and shit like that.
Yeah, I remember that shit, man. That was crazy.
Everything has its time. So I feel like that's just hip hop. It evolves. Like I'm not gonna say that's not real hip hop, but I just think that's what it is for the time being, and it's cool. Like you know, I just don't want people to forget the real essence of music. Like just don't expect Young Thug records and Bobby Shmurda records all the time. Like
Yeah, but
that's taken away from like the art form, like
But-
the real creative thought process that goes into making it.
yeah, but French Montana said something recently that it's very true and it's very sad to me because I'm a true fan of hip hop.
Yeah.
And he said that all really lyrical dudes are broke.
Mm.
What is your thought process when you hear somebody that he is on right now,
Yeah.
and when you listen to his lyrical content, he isn't really saying anything, but he makes good music?
Yeah. Like with that, I don't think he meant like every lyrical rapper. I think he meant like any artist that makes like an issue of it. That's like not on, like throwing shade towards the other artists. Like just because they're not making lyrical music is not the reason you're not on. You feel me? Like I'm not gonna throw shade on another artist just because he's on for doing something that I do. I don't do.
Oh,
You can't really say that. So that's not true because J. Cole's on. Nas ain't broke. Kendrick ain't broke.
very true, very true. Actually,
Drake is a lyrical rapper too. You know?
Drake, to be honest, is kind of like in a different lane.
Yeah.
Because like Drake, he makes very popular music, but when you really listen to
Well,
what he's saying, he's very lyrical.
He can actually rap.
He can rap. Like
Yeah.
he's not up there, you know, singing that lifestyle song with Young Thug, like where you don't even understand what the fuck he's saying. But but people are feeling that, like,
Yeah.
and to be honest with you, it kind of upsets me because you know I am an older dude, so I kind of, you know, I remember the Biggies, the Tupacs, and stuff like that, where people used to really rap and it was like a skill.
Yeah.
So I do feel a type of way, but hey, I like to shake my ass too, so I'll dance up in the club with all that corny shit.
Yeah.
So when you put out your music, what do you expect people to get from it? Like, what do you really think people should feel? Like, what is your message? What are you trying to put out there when you put out your music?
Like my music, I just want to tell my story. I feel like if you listen to my music, you can get to know me because I get that personal with my lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
And I can make club records. I make all type of records. I just want to make feel good music, shit that people could vibe to, shit that people could listen to when they sad, when they happy, when they want to club. It's like it's no limit to what I do. That's how I feel. I just want people to rock with me.
That's dope. I like that. And okay, here's the last question. I know Stack Bundles was a really, really big influence on you. Know, you are from Far Rockaway, and people tend to think that Far Rockaway really has nothing good going for it. Yeah. And unfortunately, you know, Stack's not here anymore, and he was at a point where he was really making it in the game and really influencing other people. Like when you look at somebody like Jim Jones, it's like he stole Stack's whole style.
Yeah.
Like you being from Rockaway, what do you want your legacy to be once you make it? Like, what do you want people to say about Louie the Prophet once you make it?
That's a good question. What do I want people to say? I want people to say that I was always honest with myself. Like, I never did something that was, like, out of my element just to, like, be relevant or put on. I want people to say that my music inspired them to be great. I want them to feel like touched by my music. I want to inspire a person that's gonna be greater than I am after me. You know, I want people to just love my music and love my legacy. And I want to do things for the rock as well, but it's a time for that. I don't expect, like, it was a situation with Chinks. And people are coming at Chinks already, like he just getting his foot in the door and they hating on him already, like he's supposed to take the whole hood with him. And I can't respect that. Like,
so you're definitely gonna
cool to me.
You're definitely gonna represent that you come from Far Rockaway.
And I'm gonna do what I can, but you gotta understand, like I got a family, I got my own life too. So I'm gonna take care of those people first, and then if I get in a position to, I'll try to help the community out too.
Cool. All right, my man Louie the Prophet.
Yeah.
All right, so good talking to you.
Yeah, man, always.
All right, bro.
All right, man.